Hey guys, before starting this video, I just want you to know this channel is very open to any suggestions or ideas on what videos I should do next. So if you want me to talk about anything specific, you just gotta comment below to let me know. So let's get on to the video. I will never, ever do a rhyme like that again, I swear. I'm so sorry. So not too long ago, I was finally able to go to the Star Wars attraction at Disneyland. Now, you can probably imagine my excitement going to a place dedicated to a huge part of my childhood. I explored, I laughed, I made new friends, I had fun, and I walked away with memories that'll last me a lifetime. One in particular was building my own lightsaber. Now, I could make an entire video just explaining to you how personal it feels. Building your own unique styled lightsaber, choosing the parts, choosing the colors, while someone explains to you the importance of the lightsaber and what it means for you in the galaxy. And I was so enchanted by all this that I couldn't help but go and buy all the colored Kyber crystals for my lightsaber. However, after getting them all home, I was then posed with this minor problem, which was where in the hell am I going to put all these things? Because I didn't just want to lay them out on my table, I wanted to put them up somewhere in a respectful place that would really show them off in a nice, classy manner. Now, thinking back to Savi's workshop, I couldn't help but remember the containers with which the workers pulled out to walk around the table we were standing around to present us each with our own chosen Kyber crystal. And me having a 3D printer, I thought maybe I could find something online that I could build. So I started looking around and I couldn't really find anything for 3D files, and I actually found that there was a lot of creators that were making their own versions and styles of Kyber crystal containers. So this does seem to be a fairly popular idea. But with the exception of one, none of them really had that real Savi's workshop look that I was going for, that I really wanted to have, that would take me back to that moment building my own lightsaber over and over again. So I started asking around, and that's where I got in contact with my friend Jason Pook, who is a professional 3D model maker. So I got in contact with him, he was willing to do the job. I got a bunch of pictures I found off the internet, I presented it to him, he said it was doable, and after a few days, he presented me with these models. And he also conveniently cut them down for me so they'd fit on my 3D printer, which is a CR10. Thank you for that, by the way. That was a huge help. Now, before I go any further, I just want you guys to know if you want to get a hold of those 3D files for yourself to print, I'll be leaving a link to Jason's pages down below. So if you want them, that's where they'll be. So let's get into how I installed the crystals and got the thing to glow. And it was actually a fairly simple process. For those of you who will actually be printing this item, what you'll find is that for the shelving, the pegs that hold the crystal in place come out a little bit too long and they're a little bit too rigid to actually push the crystal into its appropriate spot. Even at one point, I accidentally broke off one of the pegs trying to force it into place, and that was very frustrating for me. Now, this could easily be remedied by simply expanding the model ever so slightly in your 3D modeling software, but I feel like this would only achieve a loose fit. And I want something I could reliably count on keeping the crystals firmly in place without ever fearing about them accidentally falling out. And I was able to achieve this by taking a sander bit from my Dremel and sanding the pegs down to about half their original size, and then taking some rubber tubing and cutting them to an appropriate length to fit snugly over the remaining peg on both sides, so that when I push the crystal in place, the rubber tubing will hold the crystal and it flexes so it can easily be pushed in and then taken out whenever you want. To get it to light up, I took a drill bit with my Dremel and then lined it up with the pegs and drilled through the shelving. Then it's just a simple matter of taking the LED lights I was able to pick up at my local craft store, slipping them into the holes I just made, and gluing the excess cord to the back of the shelving. And that's how I built my very own Savi's Workshop Kyber Crystal container. Now, if you liked this video, if you thought it was helpful, if it gave you a chance to own your very own Kyber Crystal container, I hope you'll consider liking and subscribing to the channel that commissioned the work to make it all possible. And please consider visiting one of Jason's pages in the links below. He's super nice, super professional, and easy to get along. And just to wrap things up, I hope everyone out there is doing okay with this coronavirus problem that we're all dealing with. I appreciate everyone who comes to my channel to watch, to hopefully stave off some boredom that I'm sure we're all going through at this point. And I hope you'll consider coming and visiting me on my next episode. Thank you. Have a good one.